EA Sports. And we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Washington Commanders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
And he's going to be stopped out at the line to begin this ball game.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Fix the Eagles, fix the Eagles.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That's a short one, caught by Sinnott, and he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 20, much of it coming after the catch as they pick up the 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And that's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
They'll give on the ground. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup in 2nd and 8 at the Eagles' 43-yard line.
Come on. Hey.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one thrown behind his target, and it'll be incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
That one complete to Jalen Lane. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. A touchdown, lucky number 13 on the season.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 5.
of the 6.
Ball on the
Brings up
28-yard
second
line.
and 4.
Here's second down and 4.
Here we go.
Will stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get forward for company. Big Johnny Newton there for the stop.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
Pick up there of 19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at three situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. That has play good for 22. Good for an Eagles first down. A handoff, running left, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It is second and 9.
Oh, ready. 118. That's it. Hey.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Philadelphia.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to end.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
A second down throw for Stroud. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Saquon Barkley, the ball carrier. A pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal at the Commanders' 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. Barkley is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off.
The Commanders take over first and 10. Washington takes over first and 10. The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Drive will start on the ground. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Go! 70 Timberwolves. Viking 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
Here's Daniels. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jahad Campbell.
It might be as bad as things seem, especially after that last play. The key to playing quarterback in this league, if you're going to allow bad plays to lead to more bad plays, you're not going to last very long. So it's the value of, hey, can you win the next play and then the play after that? Those are the guys that really make it in this league, and we're going to get a good test of it right here.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That's Jahad Campbell getting in there to make the play.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. Now Daniels. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind them, and that's the landmark of the screen. So Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion looks like a jet motion and he's going to get the ball as opposed to a traditional motion, these defenses are so in tune with all those little differences. They know it's coming and there's not going to be a lot of gain.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Siddiq. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Commanders, 1st down.
Here we go. Set.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle to the tight end, Siddiq. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Commanders with the football to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with 1st and 10.
Okay, ready? Let's go now. Ready?
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A throw left side, caught by Siddiq. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good gain on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards.
Ready, ready.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready?
Owned back in the backfield. We'll get the carry here. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8. 1st down and goal.
Ready? Cougars.
To throw is Daniels. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Eagles 1-yard line.
Go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. On the return, here's Jaden Reed. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
What? Tony.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. Not much happening there. Just a short game.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. To the right side, caught by Goddard. Look at the big man go. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Get it?
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Anytime you run a draw, you're hoping the linebacker reads pass and starts dropping into his pass coverage. That's what creates space for your running back to get going. Well, not this time. The linebacker saw it from the jump. He's able to penetrate in the backfield and take the runner down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jalen Thompson. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The pick six for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see. And it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy six.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment. Uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Let's go.
Sinnott, the man in motion. Handoff here, up the middle, and not much there. Good defense, held to no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here he goes. Ready.
Back to the ground, he'll get it again. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle 3rd of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nolan Smith getting in to drop him for sack number 11 on the season. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hey, uno.
He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Quick throw, the RPO to Goddard. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Stroud. This one into the hands of Brown. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. That is catch number 60 for the season.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Into the secondary at the 45. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
Stroud to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And he's into the end zone. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. All alone is the tight end, Sinnott.
A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
Third down, they need 5.
Ready.
Receiver in motion, headed left. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Commanders. 2nd touchdown for him in the game. Number 14 on the year. Zerline's kick, up and good. The Commanders back within a couple of scores. It's 35-21. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right. Hey, T. No. Bucky. Mikey Tyson. Why Tony? Hey.
On 1st and 10, here's Stroud. He'll get back to Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, T. What's up?
On 1st down, it's Stroud. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time.
2nd down.
And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go. Hey, T. What's up? Go, Reed. Go.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is 3rd and long.
South. Robin. Bucky. Hey, Uno more. Why Tony? Hey.
Now Stroud. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Man in motion, heading left. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. Sinnott, the man in motion.
Ready.
Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6. 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man. So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
Look at hot.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. He'll air it out down the middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder.
They want the Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now. 1918.
The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline.
Catch. Let's go, 80.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. That one is complete, and he's going to be taken down at the 37. That is catch number 60 for the season.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
Here we go. Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. That's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and a couple. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
They didn't need a lot here to pick up the first down, so I think it's a smart call. Get the ball to a guy who can maneuver his way across the marker. And Mike, listen, if they hadn't stopped him so quickly, you and I both know he could have taken that one a lot longer.
A couple of first downs, and the football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up first and 10. They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Brings up second and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Stop. 19 seconds.
On second down, Stroud. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Danielle Hunter. He gets in for an important sack. Number 133 on his career, moving him past the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished with 132.5.
Oh, right. 18. What's that? White Tony. Look the high.
From the gun, here's Stroud. He's going to let this one go deep. That's hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Well, Mike, whatever message this coaching staff had at halftime, it clearly worked. They came out fast to start this second half. big-time play downfield. Now, can they build on some of this momentum here as they start the third quarter?
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Daniel. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Carter getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
And this is a pretty good result. That kick will head out of bounds.
At their own 22-yard line.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Ran about the next measure of the highest metric.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
And with that run, this back is closing in on almost 100 yards for the game today, Mike. He's had a lot of those good chunk plays. This defense has not had a great answer for him so far.
118. That's it.
Once again, it's Barkley. And he's going to get 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
South. Over.
On play action. Stroud. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 33-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
19 seconds. 11.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Oh, this pass rush dialed in right now. They get him again. Danielle Hunter getting in for the sack. That's going to lead to 3rd and very long.
Look the hot. Here we go. Tony. Hey, uno. Under. Hey, uno more.
To throw is Stroud. He's going to look for the home run ball. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 49, Commanders 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready?
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6.
Come on.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's over the middle to the tight end, Sinnott. And it will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
Got it. Ready?
Here's 1st and 10.
Go. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniel. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
Now Daniels. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Ready?
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. And that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he is gonna have a Commander's first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
First down. It's a gain of 25.
Throwing again. Daniel. That's to Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and a yard. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Washington first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go.
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Right back to Krosky Merritt. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it's third down.
Let's go. Let's go.
To throw is Daniels. And he can't get away. Down he goes, back to 16.
You can tell what the decision is about how they want to approach fourth down by what they call on third down. If that was a run play, then you can bet they were going to go for it on fourth. But because it was a pass, and then they take a sack, I think this coach on fourth down is leaning towards settling for 3.
The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. Fourth down and goal.
Crack all 80. Crack 60. Let's go.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big fourth down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
Already.
Stroud to throw here on first down. Now a screen set up for Barkley. He's close to a first down. Gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Barkley. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the
From the 25, here's second and a yard. From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Left side is caught by Brown. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's good for 27 and a first down.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a second down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
He'll take a shot here, back to the end zone. That one knocked away, in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most, and it'll bring up third down now.
All right. 18. What's that?
To throw, it's Stroud. And that is incomplete. He's trying to find Saquon Barkley coming out of the backfield. And it's going to lead to fourth down. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Ready, ready. Ready. Ready.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately his passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
Open man downfield, it's Franklin. And he's got continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. Zuerlein's kick, up and good. And the Commanders are able to edge a bit closer. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable with Reed. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it. Watch it.
Here we go. 18. What's that?
On first down, it's Stroud. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
19 seconds. 11.
A second down throw for Stroud. Flush to his right. He runs with it.
And that was really well defended along the back end, Mike. And with nobody open downfield, he's got no choice but to turn into a runner. They end up rallying to the ball, and they limit to a minimal gain.
Third and 5.
Hey, uno. Look the hot. 18. What's that? Set.
Back to throw. Stroud. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. Third down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. A screen set up for Krosky Merritt. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete with McCaffrey, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. On the run to the right. And Daniels will slide to a stop. Wise move as a young quarterback. That's how you stay around and become a vet. He picked up the first down.
For a Commanders first down. A gain of 18.
He'll go with Bill. That's Krosky Merritt. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second down and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Ready?
Brings up second and
Right back to Krosky Merritt. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move change. First down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Come on. Set.
They'll throw with Daniels. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs.
So here, as the quarterback, you can't take that sack. You have to understand it's fourth down. While you don't want to throw a pick, you've got to get this ball out of your hand and give one of your playmakers a chance to make a play for you and extend this drive on fourth down.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. A short throw taken in by Goddard. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now it's second and 1. So out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Stroud. Forced to his right. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Jayden Reed was the intended target. It's second down.
They do a really nice job defensively there, Mike, of not giving him a clear running lane once he broke the pocket. So now he's trying to test his luck, extend this play as a passer, but to no avail.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
18.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
A loss of 5 on the play. It's third and 15.
And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front, going to move them further back. The task now, a really tough one. Third and very long.
18. Robbie.
Stroud going to set up the throw. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. So it's a win here for the Eagles. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. A chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners, as we say so long from South Philly.